All right, Josh, what's the date today?
It is March 4th, 2021 at 6:50 p.m. and happy March, by the way.
Yeah. What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Zay and Jay Talk Show today, and it is already March. That shit is crazy. So Josh, how you doing today, man? You doing good?
Doing pretty good, man. Trying to make some moves on our business and just getting excited about some of our future film projects. I enjoy talking to you about this stuff. Me and Isaiah seriously sat here and talked on the phone for, let me look. We sat here and we've talked on the phone for over an hour before we decided to podcast. So we've had a lot of stuff to say, but no, we're just talking about, getting our business going, making some big moves this year, hopefully getting the podcast nice and successful. But yeah, I'm doing pretty good, man. Things are going pretty solid. How about you?
Bro, I'm doing great. Quite honestly, I am doing
Good.
fantastic.
Good.
Past few days, I started to get a lot more interested in filmmaking and just seeing that I do have potential, and you know how damn cryptic I am as a human being and how analytic that I am. So I feel like I have that gift to be able to make art. with
Analytic is an
filmmaking.
understatement. I'd say more than analytic. You are a
Flat out
printer.
OCD. Like, it's just, OCD is a blessing and a curse, because, sometimes that OCD can give you all kinds of anxiety and you're just freaking yourself the hell out, but sometimes
But rest assured, shit's gonna look right, but you may go insane doing it.
Exactly. But yeah, I'm doing great. I'm filling up, I'm still unemployed, unfortunately, but I'll get a job here eventually. Hopefully somebody will call me back. I've called multiple places. They just keep telling me the same shit. Yeah, we'll let you know. We'll let you know. But I'm not even stressing
I'm
it.
tired of hearing that, bro.
I'm not even stressing it all that much.
Man, I'll tell you what, that's what made me want to start a business in the first place, is because I applied as a service writer. The profession that I'm good at, the experience that I have is all in the automotive field. So, I go and try to apply for a service writer or a service manager job at a dealership, and, of course they always go with the senior candidate, which I can totally respect. But it's hard for a young man with my experience to go and do anything in this field, because I'm just simply not old enough. I don't have enough experience, and it's tough. So that's what made me want to try to start these businesses. That made me, also with Isaiah being unemployed, that made me want to help him, get involved with this stuff. So, this year we're going to make some moves, whether we both, go on and get some jobs and try to work on this stuff on the side. We're going to still be here. We're going to be still giving y'all podcasts, good content, good quality skits. Isaiah's got that film coming up. We're going to be working on that too. I'm really excited about that. But, basically, if you're staying still, you're not doing anything.
Exactly. And that's, I don't care what anybody says. I don't care if somebody says, "Oh, well, you're not going to make it anywhere. You're not going to do anything. You guys aren't going to get that business off the ground. What you talking about? Bitch, try me." I'm definitely going to. I don't care what you say. I don't care what anybody says.
Watch me do me.
Exactly. So if you're going to sit here and say that it's not possible, honestly, that's just going to give me even more motivation to prove you wrong. So
Your haters are your motivators.
exactly. So, but my film that's coming out is called Introspective. If you want to look up what the hell that word means, go ahead. I'm not going to tell you. That's kind of the point. There's going to be it's going to be a dark ass video. Honestly, I don't expect anybody to smile one time during this shit. I should have a trailer out probably in about a month or so. It just depends on when we can film some stuff. But
hoping to start developing that as soon as possible. Get it out. At least by your deadline.
Yeah, so right now the release day is June 7th. It's funny, the reason why I chose June 7th is because introspective is 13 letters, and 7 plus 6 is 13. And 13 is a very unlucky number, and it's going to be a dark video. So, yeah, that's why I chose that. But it's going to be great. And I'm going to put all my time and effort and heart into that video, and I really hope that you guys come and watch it. It's not a video, it's it's gonna be a movie. It's probably gonna be like 20 minutes long at least, but yeah. I hope
No
you
one
guys
else.
enjoy
No one
that.
else. It could be taken. It could be an hour and a half long fucking movie. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, you never know, honestly. I'm still in the planning stage right now. I have a notebook. I look like a madman. Like, I was actually dreaming last night, and I heard a train, because there's a train right next to my house. Anybody that has came over to my house or knows where I live, it's kind of creepy to say, but I live next to train tracks, and this train goes off every single night around the same time, like 2, 3 in the morning. And it woke me up, and I just wrote down on the notepad a bunch of ideas that had to do with sound effects and some stuff for the film. So yeah, that's going to be coming soon, and look out for it. And follow me on social media. I actually just made an Instagram, finally. It's probably my 4th Instagram I've ever made, but hopefully this is going to be the one that I keep. So follow me on there. I'll be posting updates probably every week or so. So yeah, but I'm really excited about everything that we have in the works. And
Absolutely.
we do have 2 skits coming that we have already filmed. Just got to edit. We have a Try Not to Laugh challenge coming. That'll all get posted probably every other day. I'll post it. So I'll probably edit all tonight. Make it look all nice. And I'll go ahead.
Shout out to Isaiah. He out of the kindness of his heart, he brings me a webcam, and he sets me up on OBS and everything like that, and basically shows me how to make, reaction videos, try not to laugh videos. So I appreciate you for letting me use this webcam and shit, especially if we can't link up and make content. I can at least do a reaction video and send it to you, or me and Haley can do one. Or just stuff like that. But I do appreciate your generosity with that.
Oh, no problem. I mean, I definitely wasn't about to use this shit. I mean, my room is dark as fuck. Like, you're not gonna... The only time that my webcam ever came in handy and looked good was remember when my desk was, like, placed against my TV? And
Yep.
I could use my TV
Yep.
as lighting. Yeah, it's not right there anymore, because when I'm working and stuff and I have the TV on, that shit would give me a headache. Like, seeing it in the corner of my eye, like flickering and shit, it would give me a big ass migraine.
Yeah, I haven't been to your house in a while, but I do remember when we were filming that first reaction video at your house, dude. That fucking light off your TV was honestly
Bright as
it was
shit.
hard. It was hard on my retinas, bro.
It's very, very bright. But just the lighting in my room is really shit. It's shite. So it always has been straight up fucking shite, mate. So I do want to mention something. I don't want to talk about this too much because it's just annoying. But apparently a bill just passed that's going to allow illegal immigrants to vote. So, like, if you just jumped your ass over a fence and you just walked up to a poll, you're going to be able to vote. So that's pretty much like us voting for people over, like, in Australia or some shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I guess it's fair if I've got to vote on the next president of Mexico, or wherever else. As long as I've got my vote in another place, I guess that's totally fair. Yeah.
My mom is all upset about it, and
I mean, reasonably so. I mean,
yeah,
I agree with
she
her.
gets extremely, extremely upset about that. And I know that she'll probably listen to this, but I mean, there's nothing that we can do right now. At the end of the day, I mean, I think that the good guys will win, and evil will lose.
Yep.
Probably not anytime soon, but who knows when that's going to happen. So I'm just going to keep doing my own thing, trying to better myself not only as a human being, but just my lifestyle in general, my mindset. So yeah, and I think that's what everybody should focus on. Focus on yourself, first and foremost, before you focus on really because if you're not in the right state of mind, I mean, you're not gonna do things correctly. You're gonna ruin relationships. It's just, I've been there. I've done that. That's one of the reasons why I'm making this film. I've been there, done that shit. I've hit rock bottom. So
when you're down, the best thing you can do is invest in yourself. Because if you've got nothing going on, you got no life at home, you got no friendships, or you've got no job, anything like that going on, the best thing you can do is invest in yourself and make the best of what you got. Because too many people play the victim, and they have the means of doing things for themselves, but they would rather not. And it's not because they can't, it's because they have a fear of commitment. So if you want to do things on your own, you've got to just take the time. Like I said, if you've got nothing going for you, what's the point of not taking a risk? I mean, if you've lost everything, you've got nothing, whatever money you've got left, if you know it's not going to last, or whatever the case may be, you might as well invest in yourself and take a risk, the biggest risk you can. I mean, most of these people sitting out here with, multi-million-dollar businesses took huge risks, and they sat here and they made a living for themselves just because, I mean, a lot of these guys started from nothing. Fucking Jeff Bezos started from nothing.
Like that My Pillow guy, that all these damn liberals are trying to cancel just because he supported Donald Trump. They canceled him off of social media. They took his pillows and his sheets and blankets and shit out of like stores. Like they took it out of Kroger. I think they've taken it like out of 20 stores. This guy used to be a damn crackhead on the fucking street, and he turned around and made himself into a multi-million. Like, I mean, come on. If he can do it, if a damn crackhead addicted to pills, addicted to all this stuff, turned around and made something of himself, anybody can. It's just about the willpower. Some people have more willpower than other people do. It's definitely a learned trait. I don't believe you're born with that shit. That's something that you got to learn.
And another thing too, you have to learn how to read the news. Think smart. Look at what other businesses are doing. I mean, me and Isaiah were talking about this the other day. Somebody made millions off the Snuggie. And if you know anything about the Snuggie, the Snuggie is essentially just a backwards robe. I mean, shit. I mean, if I had a robe, I could just put that on backwards, have my ass hanging out, and just have a Snuggie. I mean, I didn't need to go buy a Snuggie, but it's essentially a blanket with sleeves. I mean,
it was so funny when you brought that up to me, because I've never ever thought of it that way. Like, it's literally a bathrobe, just backwards. That's all it is.
Pretty much. And they sold it for $19.99. And they sold thousands and thousands and thousands of them. And I guarantee you, nobody today can tell me where the hell their Snuggie's at. Didn't you buy a Snuggie? Yeah, I did. Where is it?
I'm not gonna lie. I think I may have had one at some point, or at least knew some people that. I've definitely knew people that had one. Like I had friends growing up that had some Snuggies. I've definitely worn one before.
Yeah, chances
I've never
are.
thought of it like. Oh,
chances are you know somebody. You know somebody that's got a damn Snuggie, and that's just the thing, You can sell something like that, something as simple as that, for such a low price, and capitalize on it. And there's no telling. It probably cost them fucking $5 to make each Snuggie, and they're sitting there making, $20 off each one. On a, what is that, a 300% profit? I mean, God.
If they're making it in China, it's probably like a fucking 1,000% profit.
It's just crazy because, anything, you can turn anything into something. I mean, even if you came up with something that's already a thing that is revolutionary or enhances what that thing already does, like if you had a coaster, right? Like, let's say you put your coffee on a coaster. If you had a coaster that just keeps your coffee warm, I mean, damn. I mean, now of course they've got cars that have that shit. I got into a car the other day when I was working for the shop. There was a 2019 Chevrolet Silverado, and the cup holders had heated and cooled cup holders.
That's badass.
That's badass. And it had heated steering wheel. It had heated fucking mirrors. I mean, it had everything.
Heated mirrors.
I tell you what. Hey, let me tell you something. No, there ain't nothing stupid about heated mirrors. If you know anything, if you live up north. Oh yeah,
definitely. Like when in the cold and shit.
Yeah, if you live up north and you know what it's like to have frosted over or fogged up mirrors, even my dad, when he bought his first car that had heated mirrors, he was like, "Who the fuck is ever gonna use heated mirrors?" And he had them frosted up one day, and he turned it on, and he's like, "Damn, that's a really
Damn,
effective."
these heated mirrors kind of look. Alright, shit.
I mean, shit. I mean, just small things, even small things, you can capitalize on and change your life.
Just think outside the box. Like, just honestly, you know how people got bullied growing up and shit for being different? Those are the kids that grow up and invent some shit that that become billionaires.
Yep.
The people that are just being different just to be different. And
You don't
honestly,
have to be
I was always
original.
one of those kids.
You don't have to be, even being different isn't even being original either. You know what I mean? Like we were just saying, the Snuggie was a backwards bathrobe. I mean, we
Yeah.
can seriously take, you can find one product, any product that it may be, whether it's the way that damn beer bottles are bottled or the way the caps come off and shit. Like, if you can find one way to make it slightly easier, less of an inconvenience and or easier, just for the customer overall, I mean, whether it's something subtle, it can still change your entire life for the better.
Anything that can make somebody go, damn, I ain't ever thought about it like that.
Yeah, exactly. And then everybody talks shit. Everybody's like, I could have come up with that.
Like, damn, why didn't I ever think about that?
Yeah, if I'd have come up with a Snuggie, I mean, shit, that would what kind of thought did it take to come up with the Snuggie? Who the hell woke up and said, you know what?
Somebody was pissed off as fucking their blanket. Like, son of a, I'm trying to play fucking Skyrim.
I bet you.
Fucking arms are cold.
I bet you somebody was drunk as shit or high as hell, and they put their bathrobe on backwards, and they were like, "Damn, this actually isn't too bad."
What if I just removed the rope?
It's a blanket that you.
Snuggie.
It's a fucking blanket that you essentially put on the other way.
I would like to apologize. If you guys are hearing my chair squeak in the background, let me see it. Like there's all kinds of squeakage action going on. This chair is old as hell. I've had it for like 5 years. It's on its last legs, literally.
I think mine kind of does it too. Even though my fucking chair is brand new, it's like less than a year old. It still fucking squeaks.
Do you hear that?
Yeah, I can hear
Like,
that over
it's
the
so
phone.
bad, man. My damn ass cheeks are squares hard as fuck together because I'm trying so hard not to move. It's so annoying. Like, I really hope it's just not picking it up. Which, by the way, Josh, thank you for the pop filter over this mic because it's probably helping drain some of that out.
I had no use for it, dude. It just made me sound quiet as shit.
Yeah, I mean, since I'm doing a lot of audio. Excuse me, damn. I'm drinking a milkshake and I have all kinds of burpage action going on right now. But yeah, since I'm doing a lot of audio recording, it's definitely better because I say words that start with a P. And that damn pop sound that you hear, like somebody spitting hard as fuck in the mic, that's not really a problem anymore. So I appreciate it, man.
Well, yeah, you can have that, man. I don't have any use for it. It was just in my damn face.
Yeah, it was kind of awkward. It was so funny when I came home and tried to put this thing on my table. Like, I was like, how in the hell did he get this to fit on his... My table's too thick for this shit. How... And I was like, oh, it goes on the actual boom arm.
Yeah, goes on the arm.
And it goes on the actual arm, and it fit perfect. And this thing ain't moving. I don't know if it'll ever move, honestly.
No, I like that it's flexible too. You can adjust it to go wherever you want it to.
I mean, it's kind of a little asshole sometimes. Sometimes it'll fall.
Dude, I hate that. Like you try to push it up and it falls back down.
Yeah.
That's kind of why I took it off.
Yeah, but I can get used to it. But oh, and by the way, I don't know if he's gonna be listening to this podcast because I'm not sure. But shout out to Bryce. He's gonna be our newest member of DWA Life. Josh hasn't met him yet, but I'm gonna get them to meet sometime next week, and hopefully they like each other. And me and him were talking about a lot of film ideas as well, and I'll probably in my free time come up with some ideas to implement those in the future videos. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. I hung out with him for a couple hours. We talked about the future, talked about my film, talked about some of the stuff that we want to accomplish. There's this one skit that's pretty dark that we have planned. I'm not really sure how we're gonna film it, honestly, because it's so damn dark. It's probably gonna make my mom cry. Um, Anybody that loves me or fucks with me, they may cry watching it. But I mean, hey, it is what it is. It's all for the betterment of the world at the end of the day. All right. So I had to just talk a bunch of bullshit because Josh had to go take a piss. But
I can't help it. The beer runs right through me.
But so if I sounded really repetitive right there, that's probably why. But yeah, I need a new chair. With this Daddy Biden's money, if this stimmy check come, I may have to get me a new chair because this chair is every movement that I make, it sounds like I'm going to just bust my ass one day. I'm just gonna be floating in the air and I'm gonna bust my fucking forehead on my desk.
It's gonna happen one day. We're gonna be in the middle of a podcast and I say it's gonna bust his ass and it's just that's it. He's gonna have to stand up for the rest of it.
But if you guys hear the squeaking in the background, I apologize. There's not shit I can do about it. I can try to tighten up the screws, but I don't have
I can lubricate that thing. I can come over and throw some fucking gun oil on that or something.
I need like one of those. What are they called? They're like the little lug wrench, like the little tiny L wrenches.
Oh, the Allen wrench.
It's like a
It's
has like a
L-shaped,
pentagon pattern on it at the end, like
oh,
a pentagon
like a
shape.
star key.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
That's how the screws get tightened on this thing, and I think I have one in my drawer. Maybe I'll have to check after the podcast.
Yeah, I was
Maybe
gonna say if you
up.
ever need any fucking tools, I got plenty.
I think my stepdad probably does have some tools. Honestly, he probably has a few of those.
You had me
He has a big-ass
cracking up.
toolbox.
You had me cracking up the other day at Walmart. Isaiah said, "Hopefully, if you got a screwdriver."
I was like, hopefully you got a screwdriver, and I just remembered back going down to his basement and seeing like thousands of tools. I was like, you definitely got that shit.
That'd be some shit if I had all that stuff and no fucking screwdriver.
Man, what the heck? I ain't got a screwdriver. You telling me you got all this shit? That was another thing. Like when Haley said that she needed like nails or whatever, I thought she was talking about like on her hands. I was like, okay, well, it's just some female shit. And then when she said nail, I was like, I mean, isn't there like hundreds of thousands of them shits like in the basement? So I was so confused. But then we got it figured out. Some nice old man helped us out.
Yeah, he had to.
Looks like he's been building shit with his bare hands since he was like 2. He was like 80 years old, so he knew what the fuck he was talking about.
If you're going into a stud, you'd probably be better off with a screw rather than a nail.
And I was like, yeah, that's a wise man right there. And I'd like to eat some Waffle House with his eyes.
That man's probably got more experience than I could ever fucking live through.
Listen, old man, I'm making this short film. Got any advice? Well, I think you should use a screw instead of a nail.
Oh my god.
Bro, this notebook, I'm telling you, I should have brought this shit with me yesterday when we filmed all this stuff. I look like a madman. You can tell I have some kind of damn disorder or some shit.
That's the sign of a entrepreneur, man. I mean, if you don't have fucking notes scattered all over the place, you ain't doing shit. That's kind of like when we were doing, when I was doing my finance videos. Man,
you sent me those pictures
notes.
of those napkins and shit.
I just had like napkins. I was at work and I had no paper, bro. I would literally write down ideas on napkins, just a full napkin, and then I would just go home and just like review the napkin and fucking make a video.
Well, it's time to eat my dinner.
Yeah.
Where's my napkin?
Got fucking got fucking ink on my face and shit.
Bro, I don't know. There's something about actually physically writing down stuff that just helps me so much better. Like, I could easily type it in my phone or type it on my computer, but it wouldn't stick in my mind.
It's less satisfying unless you're writing paragraphs. Like, unless you're typing paragraphs of shit. Like, I feel so much better writing down a small idea than typing down a small idea. You know?
It's different because, like, the other day I was trying to come up with, like, some skit ideas and stuff like this. This was before I decided that I was going to make me like a whole ass film. I was just writing on the notepad on the computer, and I wrote like 4 words. And I was like, okay, well, that's it. What the? What? Why did I? Because you know when you get those moments, you get like that revelation. You're like, okay, I'm gonna start this notepad. I'm gonna just write all this shit in it, all these ideas, and then you write like 4 words, and you're just like,
you're preaching to the choir, dude. I dead ass had a gift card to like Walmart or Target or whatever, and I went over there and I seriously spent like all the money that was on the gift card on pens and composition books. And we're talking like 50-cent composition books. We're talking like, maybe $2 or $3 for a pack of good gel pens. I mean, I fucking got literature material out the ass. So, like I said the other day, if you need a composition book, holler at me, because I got more than I could ever use.
I'm just using one of my mom's like that she used for her job. This one's damn near empty, so I just tore some of the pages out.
I'm going to use some of these composition books as like, clientele listings and stuff like that. For now, I've got a virtual notepad on my phone, but I've got, I don't know if you've really paid attention, but I've got like files. I've got files over here of just paperwork and shit.
Oh yeah, I've not seen that. I meant to ask you about that.
Yeah, it's most of it's just like, like I've got a whole folder that's dedicated to Tennessee gun laws. like I've got a whole folder that's dedicated to my taxes, and a whole folder that's dedicated to storage, like in preparation of a fucking apocalypse. Like I really got shit listed. But like I've got seriously like 5 or 6, 7 different composition books that are just empty, waiting for multi-million-dollar ideas to be written down inside.
You still have that that whiteboard, or is that at your old house?
The whiteboard is at my old house. I need to grab that. But the only shitty thing is as you know, is this office space is a lot of office, but no wall.
Yeah, there's not really any wall space in that bitch. I mean, it's a pretty. I mean, y'all will see it if you watch our reaction video that's coming out here soon.
Yeah, but I mean, even that video, you only see, like,
25%.
Yeah, there's just there's no wall space here at all. So
there's all kinds of plants. There's nice lighting and shit. I mean, the lighting is behind us. The lighting is not the greatest in the world, but luckily, Josh has this lamp thing.
A tattoo lamp. Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of helped out a little bit.
You know what I might do? Right here where my computer is, like where the screen is and everything like that. Yeah. I was thinking about just straight up putting like a little whiteboard, like a little, how like the ones that you would write on in high school to like give your answer and shit. I was just thinking about getting one of those just to put behind the speaker, just like a small one to write tiny ideas down. Yeah, just something like that. That one that I had at the house was huge.
Yeah, the one that you have at the house, I'm pretty sure is the same size that I have in my. It's actually my mom's office now, but when I had my office in there, I used to write some ideas down. And
It's good to have an office, bro. I tell you what.
Yeah, it definitely is. I mean, I'm blessed to even have this much space in my room to where I can record at least. But
your only downside is your lighting. It's just your lighting. That's about.
Yeah,
that's about it.
The lighting is so freaking. That's why I was just like, yeah, you can have the webcam because we're damn sure not filming shit. We're not filming reaction video because there's not even enough room over here now. Like, you got my bed, and then you got this little desk in the corner right next to where my window is.
Yeah,
it's right there.
Yeah, this is the sun room. Like this is the fucking room that gets the most sunlight.
There's space in there. There's plenty of space for me and Josh to sit side by side, react to whatever. Bryce actually gave me a good idea. We could actually start doing like movie reviews and shit. I think that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Talk about TV shows, maybe stuff like that.
Yeah, anything. Any
Especially
kind of
since you're getting
idea.
into Marvel and stuff like that, we could talk about some Marvel shit that's coming out.
Yeah, I need to finish all the Marvel shit before I give my input on anything because, I mean, like, I can give you my input on, like, Avengers all day, but, like, when it comes to, like, individualities like Thor and stuff like that, like, I haven't watched all the Thor stuff. Like, we just finished all the Iron Man.
Thor movies are pretty, like, first one is good, second one is third one is amazing.
Yeah, we finished all the Iron Mans. We watched one Thor, we watched one Captain America. Basically, me and Haley never went and saw any of this shit in theaters besides like Deadpool and shit, but like we didn't go and watch anything in theaters. Like everything's on HBO Max. Shout out HBO Max if you want to watch all the Marvel movies. Oh, I'm sorry. not HBO Max.
Disney
It's
Plus.
Disney Plus. Yes. If you want to watch all the Marvel movies, Star Wars movies, everything like that, DC comics, anything like that, movie related, go to Disney Plus. They got everything you need. They got.
Yeah, I mean, Disney Plus is probably my favorite. Like, I think Hulu is probably my favorite subscription, but Disney Plus, I mean, it has literally every Marvel movie besides the Spider-Man movies.
People
For
are
some
sleeping
because
people are sleeping on HBO Max though. I tell you what, HBO Max has a lot.
yeah, it does. I have that on my Hulu. Shout out my brother-in-law and my sister. They're actually letting me use their Hulu right now, and that shit has HBO Max on it. And I've already watched all of Game of Thrones, but I'm like watching it through again.
Never got into it.
Through like a different perspective.
I just never got into it. I watched like a good portion of the first season.
It's really hard to get into. I'm not I mean, it does hook you. It definitely hooks you. But to actually want to go back and watch it, you gotta spend a lot of time. The first like after 3 seasons, you'll be hooked, and you would want to watch everything. But that's like each episode's an hour long. There's 10 episodes and almost every season.
It's almost one of those things, honestly, Isaiah, it comes down to like if there's a show that's really popular that I can't get into, I will straight up look up the plot summary. I'll look up the plot. I swear, to find out if it's worth my time, I will look up the plot summary and fucking figure out like what's going on and why this would be interesting to anybody. Because like Game of Thrones, like I didn't do the plot summary on Game of Thrones, but I knew people fucked with it. But it's just like I can't get into it. Like it's, it gives me like Skyrim vibes, but like it gives me Skyrim vibes, but I just can't. I don't like it.
I think that you would like it if you actually gave it a chance and watched it.
I'll watch the rest of the first season, or rewatch the first season, and give the second season a shot, maybe. But I just couldn't see. Watching it by myself, I could not see myself doing it.
No, I would try to get Haley or to watch it with you. But it is really good. Now, I don't like the way the show ended, and people that are listening to this probably have all kinds of stuff to say about the way the show ended. It wasn't very good. I mean, the guy that wrote the books, he hasn't even finished writing the books yet, and they just decided to end the show their own way, and they kind of just fucked it up. Yep. Honestly. But the first 6.5 seasons are really good. They're some of the best, honestly, anything of media I've seen.
Yeah.
It's really that good. It's really interesting. You genuinely care about these characters. And there's a lot of twists that you don't see coming that happen. But yeah. HBO Max actually has all kinds of movies, like King Kong versus Godzilla. Oh, I can't wait for that. That's gonna be fun to watch. That's gonna be good. I've always loved Godzilla stuff though.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna act like there's not good stuff on Netflix, but I want to go ahead and let y'all know that they will absolutely put whatever the fuck on Netflix. Okay.
We were talking about this before.
They will have like a movie, like it's like an English titled movie, English description and everything, and you'll put on the video and it's a fucking movie in complete Spanish. like what the fuck? I'm not trying to. I can't read. How do you expect me? Like, how do you expect me to pay attention to everything that's going on when I gotta fucking sit there and read the whole time?
It's just like watching. It's like watching Naruto and.
In Japanese. Yeah, it's like watching. Like if you want to watch all the Shippuden, if you want to watch all the Naruto, you're gonna have to deal with some fucking Japanese.
Yeah, I mean, I love the Japanese now. It just sounds so much better to me. But
I can't get over Naruto's voice. It's just Naruto's voice, man.
It took me so long to get in Japanese, like with the original Naruto. Oh my god, the high pitchedness of that bastard's voice is really cancerous. But
basically,
in Japanese, like in Shippuden, his voice actor did a great job.
If you're gonna watch Naruto in Japanese, just go on and skip their childhood and just go straight to Shippuden.
You can watch all of Naruto English dub, but Shippuden, it stops at about episode 100 and I mean, they're all, it's completely recorded, but you'd have to watch it illegally or spend literally hundreds of dollars on it with like Blu-ray.
No, and I ain't gonna do that.
You can watch it illegally, like in shit quality, or you can watch the first like 150 something odd episodes. It's like it goes all the way up until Sasuke fights Itachi, and then after that it just stops.
The one thing I respect about Hulu is like Hulu has all the episodes of Naruto, but they've got them divided. Like they've got a Japanese, like a dubbed and a subbed version. So
Exactly.
like you
I
can.
just wish that they would put all of the dub of Shippuden on there. I don't
Yeah.
know what the hell is because it's all recorded. It's been recorded for years.
Yeah, it's nice though, because everything's in like episode order. So if you watch the dubbed version, it'll sit there and it'll play the dubbed version every time until you choose otherwise to listen to the subbed version.
Exactly. Oh my god, they used to not have that feature though.
No.
We're probably gonna wrap up the podcast here soon, guys, because I don't want to have these too long. I think every single podcast is gonna be between 30 and 40 minutes. Sometimes less than that. I mean, it just depends. But I don't want to post these damn hour-long podcasts because I know how difficult it is to listen or watch that shit. So, but they used to not always have that feature, and I remember watching the first episode of what was it? I don't know if it was Naruto or not. I'm just gonna say it was Naruto. I don't know if it was though. I watched the first episode in English, and then the next episode, there was like a long pause, like 2 minutes of just no talking or anything, and I was just watching it. I was like, all right, well, this is cool. And then somebody just come out of nowhere. Hey, where you going? Whoa, hold on, wait a minute, and there was no subtitles.
What am I watching?
What is this? Did I click on a different app? What is it? Crunchyroll Premium, my ass. But yeah, I think we're gonna probably end the podcast on a high note there. We've actually had quite a bit to talk about today, so I'm glad. We're gonna keep pumping these out. This will probably come out every Sunday, maybe. Like, I say every Sunday at about noon. So we recorded this on Thursday, but this will probably come out on Sunday. So we recorded it kind of early. So hopefully some major shit doesn't happen between Thursday and Sunday, because that would be awkward. Like, the world got fucking exploded.
Yeah, I'll just hit him up and be like, you want a podcast about this bullshit?
You want a podcast about the meteor that just hit Earth? I hope some shit like that don't happen, but everybody that does tune in every single week and listen to us, I know there's really not that many. Hopefully we start bringing some people back. I do try to advertise it as much as possible on my social medias and stuff, but that's the thing with me. I don't have that many people on social media because I don't accept friend requests. Like, I get like 7 to 10 friend requests each week or so, but I don't know these people, so I don't accept it. Maybe I should just start accepting it just to see if I can pull in some
Might as well.
just pull in some new viewers. But that's my. So if you check my Facebook and I have like 40 friends, that's because I know every single one of those friends, like, individually. Like, I actually know those people. They're not just shadows. But maybe I'll just start accepting them. But alright, Josh, is there anything else you want to say before we wrap everything up for the week?
No, I just want to say thank you guys for listening for another episode. It's episode 17, I believe, right?
Yes.
So,
I think
so
so
17 episodes in. Some of y'all are still here watching and supporting us, so we appreciate y'all. Just make sure you make the very best out of yourself, make the best out of what you can, and never be scared to take a chance. And always remember to be yourself, like I said, and always stay true.
Stay true. And for the love of God, like the video.
And
if you really
subscribe.
like our content.
Fucking subscribe.
Like 97% of the people that listen to this are not even subscribed.
Let's fix that.
So please subscribe. It shows us how many people are actually tuning in each week. So yeah. But anyway, Love you guys, and as always, stay true.
Stay true.